Hey there, welcome back to Twisted Hood. Here, we unravel the most fascinating and gripping crime stories that will keep you hooked. If you're as obsessed with true crime as we are, show some love by hitting that like button, dropping a comment, and subscribing to the channel. Trust us, you won't want to miss the twists and turns we have coming your way. In the annals of history, few stories are as unsettling as the tale of Mrs. Alice Blunden of Hampshire, England. Her story, a harrowing account of premature burial not once, but twice, serves as a chilling reminder of a time when medical science was far less advanced, and the line between life and death could be tragically blurred. The year was 1674. William Blunden, Alice's husband, worked at a brandy distillery, a job that often took him away from home. While he was away, a terrible accident occurred. Unbeknownst to Alice, a container of opium-infused water, used in the distillery process, was kept in their home. Mistakenly believing it to be harmless, she drank a significant amount, immediately falling into a deep, unresponsive state. Neighbors, concerned by her absence, discovered Alice and immediately summoned a doctor. In those days, medical assessment was rudimentary. The primary method for determining death was the mirror test. A glass mirror was held close to the nostrils and mouth of the suspected deceased. If no condensation formed on the glass, it was taken as definitive proof of death. The doctor performed the mirror test on Alice. The glass remained clear. He declared her dead. The date was July 15, 1674. News of Alice's demise reached William, but due to the distance, he couldn't return home immediately. With no means of preserving the body in those times, and under pressure from concerned relatives and neighbors, the decision was made to proceed with the burial that very day. Alice, a woman of considerable size, was placed with difficulty into a hastily constructed coffin. She was then laid to rest in the Southwick Cemetery. 2 days later, on July 17th, 2 schoolboys playing in the vicinity of the cemetery heard faint cries emanating from the ground. They traced the sounds to Alice's newly buried grave. Terrified, they ran to their headmaster, who initially dismissed their claims as childish pranks. However, considering the boys' insistence and the recent burial, the headmaster decided to investigate. Arriving at the grave, he placed his ear close to the earth and distinctly heard muffled cries and desperate scratching from within. He rushed to inform William and the other villagers. The authorities were contacted, and permission was obtained to exhume the body. What they found was horrifying. The coffin lid was scratched from the inside, Alice's burial shroud was torn, and her fingers were bloody, bearing witness to her desperate struggle to escape her premature entombment. She had been buried alive. Alice was immediately taken to a physician, who confirmed that she was indeed alive, though barely. Despite their efforts, she tragically succumbed later that night. The very same mirror test was performed, and this time, it unequivocally confirmed her death. The following day, Alice was buried again, this time with a partially open coffin as a precaution. A guard was posted at the grave for 48 hours to listen for any further sounds. On the following night, heavy rain and cold weather caused the guard to abandon his post in favor of a warm pub. Upon returning the next morning, he once again heard cries from the grave. The grave was opened a third time. The scene was a horrifying repeat of the first exhumation. Alice had once again struggled in vain. This time, however, she was truly dead. The tragic story of Alice Blunden caused a public outcry. An investigation was launched, focusing on the doctor and those who had hastily arranged the first burial. While they narrowly escaped murder charges due to the doctor's testimony that he had found no sign of life initially, the incident had a profound impact. This horrific event brought to light the very real danger of premature burial. It led to advancements in coffin design, including the introduction of safety coffins with mechanisms like bells and ventilation tubes, meant to alert those above ground if someone had been buried alive. The mirror test, once considered reliable, fell into disuse as medical science progressed. The tale of Alice Blunden remains a haunting reminder of a dark chapter in medical history, a testament to the fragility of life and the importance of scientific advancement. It is a story that continues to captivate and disturb, a chilling echo from a time when the grave could become a living tomb. That's it in this crime thriller episode. We'll be back soon with more such exciting crime stories. Until then, take care of yourself, stay healthy, and make sure to hit that subscribe button so you're ready for what's next. See you soon.